Lacing threes or flying knees, both the UFC and NBA have some of the most exciting athletes competing at the highest level. Here we'll discuss UFC stars who have links with NBA players. Vitor Belfort introduces Shaquille O'Neal to MMA. So how did Shaq become a fan of MMA? You'd imagine a man of his stature didn't need to learn self-defense just to fall in love with martial arts that way. And you'd be right for thinking so. Shaq makes a regular family car look like a footrest. Nobody is going to mess with that guy. Rather, Vitor Belfort offered to introduce Shaq to the sport of MMA. Per Shaq, he and Vitor were at a camp in Hawaii, and that's where the Phenom introduced himself. He told Shaq that he's a fan and that he wanted to show the NBA legend what this sport is all about. This was for Belfort's pro debut against the 6'7" John Hess. Despite the 7-inch height advantage, Vitor only needed 12 seconds to render Hess nothing more than a sleeping giant. After this stellar debut, Vitor was spotted exchanging high fives with Shaq. Did you know that Shaq was watching MMA as early as Vitor Belfort's debut? Ryan Spann takes on Darren Williams. What happens when a ranked UFC light heavyweight takes on a former NBA player? Well, in this case, it was much closer than you'd expect. Ryan Spann was in fight camp and in a particular session of sparring. He faced a fresh opponent each round to really make him work. Come round 2, in steps former Cavaliers player Darren Williams. Spann admitted to himself and to TMZ that when he saw the NBA star step in to spar with him, he looked at it as a round off. Who has a rad Superman chest tattoo and was wrong? That would be you, Ryan. Williams got on top of Spann and did very well, so well that he won that round. The two would spar again on another day, and per Spann, he landed a right hand, and that was the last time they sparred, which may have changed after this interview. Darren Williams did in fact take on Frank Gore in an exhibition boxing match. He won this bout by split decision. Spann wanted the NBA star to take on Jake Paul and avenge his basketball brother Nate Robinson, but Williams said that he's cool with the undefeated record he amassed and retired. Did you know that Darren Williams had an exhibition boxing match? Turns out the guy knows how to hit. Donald Cerrone trains with Blake Griffin. A cowboy and a slam dunk contest winner walk into a gym. When Donald Cerrone met up with Blake Griffin, the two realized that their respective sports are a bit more similar than they thought. Clinches, hand fighting, balance, these are all attributes of a good fighter and a basketball player. Cowboy and Griffin got together to put some work in. Cerrone led the workout but curated it so that it really fit with what Griffin needs. Blake stands at 6'9", which not only makes me jealous but translates well into clinch and hand fighting situations. The two are great advocates for their sports, fan favorites who really try to master their craft, even if it means stepping out of their comfort zone, if Donald has one. 2 Blake Griffins versus Francis Ngannou. Who do you have winning that fight? Okay, maybe make it 3 Blake Griffins. UFC Performance Institute meet Nets and Pistons. The UFC Performance Institute hosted the Brooklyn Nets and the Detroit Pistons to get a good workout in. It included the likes of Caris LeVert, Rhodes Hollis Jefferson, Stanley Jefferson, and hey, Blake Griffin again. Donald Cerrone and Jessica Rose Clark were there to direct these tall and athletic dudes as they tried their huge basketball palming hands at MMA workouts. Everyone involved seemed to have a ball, although they weren't on the court this time. This crossover was about as wholesome as it could get. It's really nice to see the jovial side of people who compete for a living, especially when the competing means fighting. Also, we just really like Blake Griffin content. That guy is fun. Conor McGregor chats with Draymond Green. Former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion Conor McGregor had a run-in with the Golden State Warriors player Draymond Green. McGregor, in the build-up to his bout against Floyd Mayweather, donned the Warriors jersey with the number 23 on it, and Green, who also represents the number 23 Warriors jersey, let the Notorious know that the team is siding with Mayweather. Green said, "We are rocking with Floyd, bruh, not you. Take that off, bruh," and then tagged McGregor. In typical McGregor fashion, he responded and clarified in a very brash way that he was wearing the jersey of CJ Watson and that he has no idea who Green was. McGregor added a double-ended compliment at the end, telling Green to stay in school and keep grinding. Thanks for watching. If you liked the content, make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with us. Have a good one.